Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome to what could be the finale of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, the Tree Heart Run. And yeah, in the last part, we defeated Puppet Ganon in an amazingly fun battle. And this time, it's time to take on the real deal, Ganondorf himself. I'm all prepared with my hero soup to get all fat and sassy. Speaking of fat and sassy, here's like fat Ganondorf. It's like the way you have swole DDD, you have fat Ganondorf from Wind Waker. My country lay within a vast desert. Link's face there is just like, oh, what you talking about? When the sun rose into the sky, a burning wind punished my land, searing the world, and when the moon climbed into the dark of night, a frigid gale pieced our homes. No matter when it came, the wind carried the same thing, death. But the winds that blew across the green fields of Hyrule brought something other than suffering and ruin. I coveted that wind, I suppose. I've seen this final, monologue by Ganondorf so many times. It's crazy. It can only be called fate, that here I would again gather the tree with the crests, that I should lay my hand on that which grants the wishes of the beholder, that when power, wisdom, and courage come together, the gods would have no choice but to come on down. The power of the gods, the Triforce, he who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. Already the crest of wisdom is mine. All that remains? Love it. I love this final sequence. It's just so good. The way they build the tension by just having Link and Ganondorf stare each other down, and then he just starts to tip forward and descends on you. It's just so good. Do not fear, I will not kill you. I merely have need of the power that dwells within you. You get your grimy hands off of me. Let us put an end to that which binds us together. Got this big fat head syndrome. That's what he has. He has the dreaded fat head syndrome, just like John Travolta and Leonardo DiCaprio and Alec Baldwin. It's what is with these guys that don't have fat heads, and then when they get older, they have fat heads. I swear, poor Leonardo DiCaprio, he was so beautiful in Romeo and Juliet and in The Beach and things like that, and in Titanic, and then all of a sudden it's he has a fat head. It's how did his head get so fat and meaty? Just like Ganondorf. Gods, hear that which I desire. I want to not have a fat head anymore. Expose this land to the rays of the sun once more. Give Hyrule to me! Cock blocked. By the King of Red Lions himself. He who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. That is what you said, is it not, Ganondorf? Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Something just ain't right. Gods of the Triforce, hear that which I desire. Hope. I desire hope for these children. Give them a future. Wash away this ancient land of Hyrule. Let a ray of hope shine on the future of the world. Ganondorf is still standing there, with his arm in the air. He's gonna do, put a ring on it or something. It's put a ring on it, King of Red Lions. Put a ring on it. and let our destinies finally be fulfilled. Ganondorf, may you drown wish Hyrule. Oh, here comes the laughing. Actually, here comes the part I'm looking forward to seeing whether they fixed it in the animation. There he is. Laugh it up, fuzzball. Laugh it up. I love that like scene where like Link is just on the ground and it's raining down on top of him and he just needs to like find the strength to get up. It's just so good. This is foolishness. A future for you? You can't even catch a ball! Since when is Ganondorf jacked all of a sudden? It's like as if we needed another asshole in my LPs. What are you laughing at, Ganondorf? You're insane! Insane in the membrane. You go, sassy Zelda. Harry, I'm sorry. I overslept. I think it's time for us to say goodbye to this place. We must return to the world above. Back to our ocean. Yeah, poor, like, Tetra has been, like, cooped up down here. Like, her life, her love, and her lady is the sea. Even though, Link, you're a fine girl. Very well done. Allow me to show you your future. Yes, allow me to show you just what hope you have. Here we go, guys. He's gonna get real. See how much your precious Triforce is worth. Okay, I really don't know what to expect here. I'll use this bow to cover you. Attack him as best you can. Really? What you kind of want to do is just like play like defensively. Like I'm trying to do here, and like failing miserably. And I'm actually going to I don't really have any qualms about doing it this way. Oh my god, did I get like hit by the water? Jesus, he's like... Okay, so we've gone onto this phase already. Okay, so now this is like one of the parts that I was like worried about, because in this part pretty much all I've got to do is like survive. I just kind of want to keep like as far away from him as possible. Jesus, okay. Just do it. Just take it. Do it. Okay. Finally. Okay, she got up. We actually have a chance. We actually have like a chance of doing this. See, now all of a sudden we won't be able to hit him, and she won't be able to hit him either. So... because he's just going to keep dodging it. Zelda, now would be a pretty good time to have like a spark of a bolt of inspiration here. To be honest, aren't you going to have like your bolt? Like, aren't you going to have that light bulb moment? Harry, you have to distract him. Are you ready? I'll aim for you and you use your shield. Do you get it? Oh, I got where you're going. There we go. Do we have it? No, we don't. Zelda, do it. Where's like where are those light towers of yours? Hello? Aren't you gonna do something here? What you want to do is like get into kind of like a triangle sort of formation, which is like so like cinematography wise, it's like so appropriate as well. Did I do it? Oh my god, I did it! Like, I wasn't expecting that at all, because I was like, wait a second, why is he attacking me? Like, and the prompt wasn't coming up, and I actually did it. Oh my god. Haha, the wind. It is blowing. Like, best Ganondorf final words ever. Oh my god, that was actually, like, kind of exhilarating. It wasn't as, like, I think, like, obviously I had, like, the 3 potions to help me out, but I'm still proud of myself for doing it. It took me a while to kind of get into the rhythm of it, actually, or to kind of get into the rhythm of, like, what it's actually like, even though I've done this so many times before. But normally I don't have to give a shit about my health because I have 20 hearts. Harry. Jeez, I know how you feel, Link. After that, I'm kind of feeling like that myself. There's Ganondorf, is just like a big garden ornament with the Master Sword stuck in his head. My children, listen to me. I have lived regretting the past, and I have faced those regrets. If only I could do things over again, and not a day of my life has gone by without my thoughts turning to my kingdom of old. Why isn't this battle arena like a battle stage in Smash Brothers? Because it would be the most epic battle stage ever. Like, just really simple. Just almost like Final Destination, but this is what it looks like. Well, like the water like coming down, and just the rain and everything. It'd be so cool. In that sense, I was the same as Ganondorf. But you, I want you to live for the future. I love this shot with like the rain and everything. It's just so cool. There may be nothing left for you, but despite that, you must look forward and walk a path of hope, trusting that it will sustain you when darkness comes. Like, imagine like if this was like a cool like battle stage in Smash Brothers. Farewell. This is the only world that your ancestors were able to leave you. This music as well is just top notch. Please forgive us. I never looked out for if they fixed the way that they animate the Triforce, because there used to be like one part where like the Triforce, like a part of it at the top used to look different and it always like stood out. And I never really looked at whether they did that, but I don't remember seeing what part it would be. Well, wait. You could come with us. Yes, of course, we have a ship. We can find it. We will find it. The land that will be the next Hyrule. So... Oh, he smiles. Ah, but child, that land will not be Hyrule. It will be your land. Oh, something about that still like makes me like gives me kind of chills a little bit. Because it's like just such a kind of a melancholy, sad ending. Like the way like the King of Red Lions, or like Daphnis No Hansen, Smitty Werben Jaegerman Jensen Hyrule III realizes that he and Ganondorf, their like rationale isn't all that different, you know. They just can't let go of the world that they came from. And like now he does learn to let go, and he realizes that it's just so, and he like entrusts the future to Link and Zelda. Then it's just so like sad, really. I have scattered the seeds of the future. That indeed you have. Oh my god, that was kind of like exhilarating to tell the truth. That whole boss battle, but then like, as I say, one of like my favorite ending sequences of a video game of all time. Oh my god, look how beautiful that sky looks as well. Like it's this kind of like morning sunrisey, dusky sunrise sort of like palette. It's gorgeous. Oh, Komali, one of my favorite characters. At least we get to see him again. Hey there. Oh, it's our crew. It's our posse again. Talk about squad goals. Nico there, being the impish little character he is. Aryl's up there in the crow's nest. Get down from there, Aryl. You'll fall. Oh, Link is so happy. Oh, and Tetra smiles as well. Which, like, really stands out because normally, like, the entire game, like, Tetra just has this, like, tough guy attitude. Where, like, if she does smile, it's normally kind of like this smirk, kind of like a sarcastic sort of knowing smirk. Whereas, like, that's kind of really the first time you see her actually, like, smile in a happy sort of smile because she's happy, if you know what I mean, which is just really nice to see. Oh, Medley and Makar on the ship. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Such, like, a nice ending to the game. Like, really and truly, it is, like, just a nice kind of ending. It's not too over-exaggerated, it's just good. And here we've reached the end of the LP. The end of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, the Treehouse Run. And what an enjoyable journey it has been. I really do think, like, the tree heart kind of element of it really did kick in, like, later on in the game. Like, and made it so enjoyable. Like, but I think, to be honest, I don't really regret doing this. Like, I think you could kind of, like, attack it from that point of view of saying, like, oh, well, it's a 3-hour run, but really and truly for like, the most of the game, there wasn't really that sense of peril or that sense of danger of dying. But to be honest, that was something that was just as exciting to discover because I wasn't sure that that would be the case. Like, I've never actually done a 3-hour run of this game. I've started one and got up as far as Kalidimos, as you guys know, and then accidentally picked up the heart container in the cutscene, like, involuntarily. But, like, I never really played through further. And, like, I would be lying if I said that I was surprised that it was as unchallenging as it was for the majority of the game. Because I was kind of expecting that to a certain extent. Well, not expecting it, but it didn't come as a surprise because I do know this game quite well, and it's not really one of the more difficult Zelda games. But really and truly, when we got onto, like, the later stages of the game, I really started enjoying like, the degree to which it was pushing me through my paces. Like, when we got to those stages for the Triforce shards and those gauntlet dungeons, and, like, on Phantom Ganon, Puppet Ganon, oh my god, like, that was actually one of my, like, new, like, favorite gaming experiences that I'll remember for all time, is, like, the Tree Heart battle against Puppet Ganon, because it just made me, like, feel that sense of exhilaration again. It's such a good boss battle, and especially Phase 3, just, like, when he's marauding around in worm form, it's just so amazing. Like, I loved it, and it just kind of, like, I can hardly, like, describe how fun and exhilarating that was to kind of get to relive it all over again. And as well, I think, like, even if it wasn't that challenging to do a 3-hour run of this game, I think it was just fun to have, like, a reason or, like, a legitimate excuse to do another LP of a game that I love so much, and also to get to discover things that were kind of tweaked and changed. Like, I would never have expected that, like, the small little tweaks to how the boomerang controls would have thrown me off so much. I never would have expected that I would kind of, like, get to explore the whole challenges of the difference between playing with the Pro Controller and playing with the gamepad and things. Like, how fun it was and how quick, and, like, that's something that I meant to say, and I think I mentioned it briefly, but, like, how actually, like, I never really made use of the whole being able to walk and aim at the same time with the bow or with the boomerang or whatever. But then, like, in the Puppet Ganon fight, all of a sudden, it just, like, felt so natural to be able to walk around while aiming the bow to actually get those shots off and hit his tail with the light arrows. And that was, like, really exciting as well, because that's something that's unique to this edition of the game. And of course, there were the things that, like, how beautiful it looks. Like, I mean, sailing around on, like, the Great Sea has always kind of been a beautiful and epic experience, but, like, with the way that, like, they have the colors of the sky and things like that now, it's just after being made so much more beautiful. There were a couple of things about like the HD graphics that I didn't like as much. Like I felt like they overdid it with the light sometimes. But that's kind of only a really small complaint. I just think that's kind of like an artistic decision that doesn't really that doesn't really match up with my likings. Oh, what a nice like evening dusky picture of Fado there. And then you have another picture of Maekar there. There's that boss Whis robe. There's me fighting Mulgara, and there's Mulgara himself. Oh, a beautiful concert with Fado, Maekar, and Link. But yeah, so all in all, I think a project that I'm really delighted I did. It was kind of a really nice excuse to... There's Tingle and his brothers, Jesus, if I need to see them. A really nice excuse to just like play one of my favorite games of all time. Especially since I hadn't really done a full playthrough of this game since the LP, which is 8 years ago at this stage. Like, crazy to think about it, but it was 8 years ago that I did the Wind Waker LP, which was one of like the most fun projects I ever did. And an LP that I attached like a lot of memories to. Because it was like when I was doing that LP that I started to form like the most friendships with other LPers and things. So, but yeah, I think with this like final scene here, we're gonna be closing the book on this project. Sadly, but happily enough, bittersweetly enough, I guess. Ready to set sail and find our land. So I guess it's just a boat now. It's not like... I guess it's still the King of Red Lions is the name of the ship, but it's no longer inhabited by the soul of Daphne, Snow Hansen, Smitty, Werben, Jaegerman, Jensen, Hyrule the Third. It's just like a static, inanimate boat, which still holds a lot of memories. I mean, the memories of all the adventures we've had. Destination unknown. Yeah, the wind will guide us. And where that wind will guide us is Phantom Hourglass. Yeah, which is kind of really cool to think that, like, this is probably one of the few Zelda games that has, like, not only one direct sequel, but 2 direct sequels, because this game, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, are, like, direct sequel, are, like, a direct trilogy, really. Even though people don't really talk about that often, you know. 2 great games, by the way, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, but as for this game, it's the end, as it says on the screen right there. Oh, and I guess the game will save and make a file for second quest, okay. Select new, do you want to save? Yeah. I guess I'll like delete one of these ones, will I? Overwrite this data? Yeah, sure thing. So new game, we've got the chance to like do like the new, not new game plus, but like the other file where you have like the where you like play through. I guess it's like the same where you play through with the pajamas. You have the picto box from the very start, and you can understand the Hylian text. But as for Harry and Ganon's Tower, we're finished. What comes next? Well, to be honest, there's not going to be any kind of new project replacing this straight away. I kind of want to get back on track with Final Fantasy X now that Summertime Madness, the scary sequel, is over. So you're going to be seeing much more Final Fantasy X. When I do kind of get back, when things have like got back on track with that and I have some momentum built up again, I am going to be doing an LP of Sonic Mania Encore Mode, practically about a year after I did my original LP of Sonic Mania, so you have that to look forward to. As for this, thank you all so much for watching this project, the Wind Waker HD 3 Heart Run. I'll see you next time. Bye now.